Radiant team picked.
Now, I believe the stream should be working somewhat normally. I'm still looking into it as we speak. Hopefully we are. We may be a minute though. I've got to look into this just to make sure because it is, excuse me, it is playing up a bit. Hopefully I'm on stream right now. If I'm not, well, I guess nobody's hearing me, but give me a minute, guys. The draft screen's up, but I'll just be a second. I'm just going to double check everything. Won't be long.
5 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Mirror. Dire team pick.
Being what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me. Put under the pressure.
Alright, it looks like it may be sorted now. I'll have to keep an eye on it while the stream goes on. Sorry about this, guys. Like I said, it literally just came up. I was streaming earlier today. I don't know why it's starting now, but nevertheless, we have a draft up. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on it, so if something goes wrong, trust me, I'll be trying to fix it. Aroura Esports Club up against Eclipse in this new best of 2 for APL. Stream Protect the Phoenix Party being picked up by Aroura. Eclipse gone for a Jakira, Nagasara, Marana, and a Lifestealer, which is very unusual these days, but I suppose it does work. The Nagasara as well, we don't see very often coming out from any teams, but when it does come out, generally speaking, there's a very specific strategy that you usually try to run with that. As of now, the only strategy I can really see is the fact that they can snare arrows. But, I mean, it's pretty much just dominate the lane. Pretty much kill some heroes. The cores can't farm properly. This is always fantastic. Winter Wipe coming out. My apologies again. I am just looking. You have to excuse me if I stop talking for like 10 seconds at a time. Monkey King will be picked up by Aroura. And Eclipse, how do they finish it off? They go for a Batrider of their own. They do finish the draft off very, very quickly on both ends. Say quickly, but it went fast for me while I was panicking trying to fix stuff. So, regardless, it looks like it's going to be a fun one. Nagasara and Marana, like I said, is going to be available for Eclipse. So look out for that snare, arrow, comp. Of course, song always going to be useful. You've got the Monkey King against you though. You're playing a Nakes into a Monkey Tiny. That is not great for the start of Eclipse, I'll be honest. I should have noted the issue bursting down with your bone right click, but definitely can't allow that Wukong's command to stay available. Mind you, I say he has to pull him out, but there's a Winter Wyvern on the other end that can always just because the Winter's Curse. You've also got the Overgrowth as well, so you can hold this Batrider in place, assuming it is a full-blown team fight, and you haven't been caught with your pants down, but we'll see.
The last one died. Now I'm looking to the sky to save me, looking for a sign of light, looking for something to help me burn out bright. I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of lying.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Between them. Loaded to the gills.
What sort of prize is this?
So by hitting those creeps, hit the full wave, you get a lot more lifesteal out of that balanced strike you would have if you just hit a hero. But 3-1 now, slight net worth lead to the side of Aroura. While mid lane EU is still struggling quite a lot. There's not much he can do up against the Tiny, that's the thing. Tiny just has way too much of a high right-click damage early on, especially. Avalanche toss always going to be there, just in case. So if you can really only try and trade farm as best you can.
Radiant are scanning.
Gimme. Gonna be in trouble. He's forced to TP out a coming into the fountain. He'll be fine with that. Those tranquil boots, he should be able to get there relatively fast anyway. He's already almost at 400 movement speed on this Bat Rider. Again, this tree so hard to go up against in the laning phase. You've got to commit so many sentry wards to try and take this man down, and even then walks away. Bot lane, Darity ends up falling again. Not really much to that kill though, it's just ensnare with sticky napalms. Can't get out of it. That level 3 Fire Spirit can deal a hell of a lot of harassment back to the Naga Siren. Pretty gonna mind, like they found so many kills, and as I say that, Frozen finds Aroura again. Now they want to go after Shining. Leech Seed is there. Doesn't actually have, he does have Rage, he doesn't bother with it. Well, bot lane YYH falling very low. Lasso comes out from that Bat Rider, going after MIU, and MIU will have to give his life away. There's just no choice. Gimme, still being chased down, or chasing Diddy down, but eventually he did rotate in on that tree and protector. Don't want to lose this core Phoenix too many times. You need that level 6 up as early as possible.
Dire's middle tower,
especially because Aroura, they are going to be trying to go for team fights early. They don't want to allow this lifestealer to farm up on the side of Eclipse. Scouting at Yagimi, trying to go for this stack.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Should be able to interrupt this. They've got the egg available as well, just in case. So 3 heroes going to be around that. Now the Fire Spirit is being thrown in. Try and interrupt a bit. Gimme going to get a lot of gold. They don't bother going in. Now Icarus comes in. The egg is available. He will commit it. YYH will end up just falling here. The rest of the team do back off. Aroura falling very low. Icarus dive again with that Urn and Fire Spirit. Aroura should end up falling, and he does. Nice double kill coming out from the side of the Radeon. Meanwhile, Frozen hanging out in a tree apparently. Shining actually just goes to the jungle. He's had enough of this top lane. Like this Monkey King, again, is way too hard to trade with if you're a lifestealer. He doesn't bother with it. He's better off just sitting in this jungle. Yeah, it's a slow process, but it's faster than, you know, popping all that harassment and going back to the fountain. Bot lane in that invis doesn't really have mana, but he can quickly use the stick charges. Lasso. The EU now is here, and they want this win to wide, but Givenchy gonna try his best with the Phoenix to stop them from getting this gank off. MIU gonna be fine as well. Now, there comes the overgrowth coming out. Egg not available. Lasso committed for this. I'm not sure about that. Givenchy, he is still being chased down. They're trying to trade with EU. YYH, in fact, is the one that's gonna be picked off by the looks of it. Trade for the trade, supports for supports.
Radiant are scanning.
You give me force TP out. EU still has plenty of leap charges, so he feels safe to just walk around that area. Like you give me, try and shut Frozen down a bit.
Bounty.
They're coming up. Exciting. No matter what lane he really goes in, dude, like kind of screwed.
Is under attack.
Not going because he's tiny, especially because he's 3 levels above you right now. And bot lane is even worse. The Shining has to reserve himself in this jungle. Just keep right-clicking jungle creeps.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Mind you, it does seem like the side of Eclipse have lost pretty much all but one lane. That is the bot lane. And even then, I wouldn't go as far as saying they won outright. It's more of an equal trade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Aroura definitely finding themselves in the lead. Game number 1. Again, this lifestealer will become a problem later on in the game. It's just a matter of the shutting down in every single lane that you can find him in. Start warding up that jungle aggressively. You've got the Treant Protector for that as well. Make sure Givenchy is constantly on this guy's back. Here's our lifestealer. He's up bot lane now. The DOTA will be there on that Phoenix. They may even rotate some more heroes around to try and find a gank onto this lifestealer.
Dire's top tower is under
Unaware the
attack.
Frozen's here. Of course, Givenchy also showing up. He should know by this point though. There's so many heroes on the map missing. They do go for the root. Now the lead seed as well. Boundless Strike comes out as well as the Primal Spring. He has the rage available and he holds on to it. They won't be able to find the pick-off. At the very least, that they drag him back, he has to go to another lane now. So, Lifestealer just going to be running the whole game, just trying to get that farm. Ice Lasso coming out mid lane from the Tiny though. What the hell was that ice bar? Aroura ends up missing it, and now YXM may just turn this around with DOTA. They have the egg available. They're going to try and turn around to burst it down, and it looks like they will. The pings came out on YXM being like, mate, where the hell are you? He never came in, and now the ice bars will end up connecting. In fact, will it? YXM, he will end up falling, but that was a very strange turn of events.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think the thing is with YXM, I think his Blink Dagger was cancelled because he walked into the Firefly, and so perhaps he didn't know whether it was still worthwhile to try and go in. And that slight bit of hesitation coming out from that Tiny makes it so the Phoenix just ends up falling. Like, it is only a level 1 egg. Doesn't take many hits to take down.
Oh, I feel better already.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
MIU. Frozen will be there on the Shining. They will get jumped now. Oh, actually Frozen topping a lot of damage. Now the Winter's Curse comes out to delay them. Wukong's command made it in time, and Frozen suddenly at full HP. Shining, well, he is definitely dead. Great rotations from the side of Aroura.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Loaded to the gills.
YXM being chased down now, though
Dire's
Daredeon
top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Thanks all.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Hero Aroura will end up losing his life.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
YXM may get ganked up here at the bot lane. Moonlight Shadow committed as well.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant structures are fortified.
Top lane, Aroura gonna be in trouble. Aroura Esports, they will end up falling, and now the Bat Rider moving in. The lasso available, actually a lot of damage coming in, but Daredeon, he has the egg, but the song comes in from YYH to stop anything from happening. He will end up stopping the song early, but that split second he had it on may have actually been enough to cancel the kind of momentum from the side of Aroura. You sit at a 12-8 now, 3k net worth lead to the side of the Radeon. Banshee, Panaro, you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
So top lane, you end up finding Frozen. Now that tier 1 tower is going to be in
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Phoenix jumps in, Shining. Gonna make the chase study now with the egg as well. Winter's Curse will stop them from being able to burst it down, and egg will finish off Shining in a lot of trouble right now. Just trying to make a run for it. Overgrowth comes in as well. It's a lot of burn damage coming up from this Phoenix. Shining armor toggling throughout all of it. He'll rage TP away from this, and it looks like he will actually make it out. Meanwhile, the rest of the team will also do the same. They did manage to find the Monkey King kill at the very least on the side of Eclipse.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Top lane again. They want to go for an engagement. Lasso is available on Yagimi, and he's going to move forward. He wants that Phoenix real bad, though. No, in fact, he'll go for the Winter Wyvern instead. There's no curse available anyway. Eventually, he has no overgrowth either. And forget about the egg. It is on cooldown. Does look like MIU will end up falling. Now, Gavinci going to be chased down slowly but surely. Then another nice pickup coming to the way of Eclipse. Although, no, not quite yet. They don't actually have detection for him. They're dropping sentries, but this is a tree. You need more like dust. They will drop the macro to burn the trees down, and the Ice Path will get the job done. A very nice play coming up from Aroura.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under
IU,
attack.
curse available. T1 is dropping very quickly. Now, Radeon jumps in as being available. Once I roll, they will find it. Now, the lifestealer, he does end up getting the T1, but he may lose his life for it. Will Rage TP away from this, so the Winter's Curse will go through that. And he walked out of the song range on the Naga Siren.
The prize is mine.
I was wondering why that song ended so early, but it hadn't even ended. It's not like he cancelled it off. He just walked out of the range. Now EU going for a kill attempt onto the Winter Wyvern. He won't find it. Tip comes out from YXM.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane. YXM finding kickoff onto EU.
Dire's structures
Two tower. End up falling, although no, the lasso come from this battle right now. The egg is there. Ice Path is nice, but it's not good enough. The Winter's Curse saving the day as well. This egg gonna tick all the way down, and he will get the stun off. And with that, Yagimi should end up losing his life. YYH, he won't be so lucky either. The Ice Path comes in. He actually will manage to get away, but Dudley will get the cold embrace. Now YXM going, or trying to run away from Shining. YXM. Can't make it out. He tries to go for the toss up to YYH, but YYH moves forward. It looked so good for a moment. Just couldn't find the final kickoffs. Meanwhile, Frozen. Well, he's just free farming right now in this Monkey King. He did go for the Battle Fury build, and he's got a BKB up now as well. If he was in that team fight though, I'm pretty sure it would have ended a lot differently. Especially because he's got a second BKB charge. Speaking of Darity, he's still there on that Phoenix.
Dire are scanning.
The lasso comes out, a very nice one at that. He shining in him as well. Frozen trying to man fight this the best he can, but he really can't.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Too much
attack.
downtime to get those Jingu Mastery procs up. No point in committing the BKB either. He'd already been lassoed the whole time. Knew he was dead.
Radiant's middle tower. Dire's top tower is under attack.
We haven't invested mates.
Dire's top tower is
Darity
gone.
pushes. 2 by himself. Going for more, though. Moonlight Shadow coming out. They're going to go for this gank attempt again, going straight onto that Wyvern, making sure that curse can't come out, and now they want to go for more. The song, but did he actually couldn't get out of there in time, and now they found the Monkey King as well, frozen. He gets stunned up by the Meteor Hammer. Egg is there, but that's not great. Didn't have the Icarus dive because he tried to use it earlier on, and he got songed up. Now Eclipse really bring the game back their way. Aroura had such a great start, but the coordination is just starting to fall apart for them. Benchy. Meteor Hammer is there. He's going to go for the Mirana kill on his own, though he'll come for Meteor Hammer on himself. YYH. It looks like he will just end up falling. Frozen. Trying to get an MKB for himself now. I mean, even late game, if you do find the farm on the Monkey King, yeah, you still have the advantage against the Lifestealer, but the problem is this Infest Bomb coming out from the Batrider. China's just going to keep picking off his balls like this. Although Icarus dive does come out in time, Darity, he stayed around, so he will end up losing his life, and Yagimi will just back the hell out of there immediately. Shiny, meanwhile, just goes for a TP attempt, and he'll make it. Darity on that Phoenix, not having a good game. He had a good start, but he hasn't transitioned well. Continuously being picked off by this Invest Bomb with the Batrider. Frozen, going the wrong way. Aroura will avoid it now, goes for the Macro Pyro attempt. Barely misses out on this Monkey King, and now may have to pick his own line for weight. So does he have help coming in? Yes, he does in YYH. So they do have the song available for this attempt. Behind, Givenchy scouting out, making sure no one else from the other team is there. Growth. He committed Givenchy going for the Meteor Hammer, but Ice Path comes out. Now Wukong's command, nice balance strike as well as Splinter Blast. YYH doesn't end up falling yet though. This BKB seeming pointless at the moment. Shining, he's gonna try and man fight a bit. Frozen is copying way too much damage. Just goes down. Now the song comes out. They've actually caught the Tiny. Arrow is gone. YXM. He's finally there in the team fight, but it may be too late though. Winter's Curse to save the day for the moment. Now they can turn this one around. Givenchy gonna stick around straight onto this Batrider. Meanwhile, Aroura buys back to him with this at the end. He comes out, but EU is bursting it down. Meanwhile, YXM is still dying to add all this. And in fact, Givenchy, he's gonna drop as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
YXM still running, but he is gone. And now they've caught the Winter Wyvern. MIU, a full team wipe coming out from Aroura. Oh my, this is really bad news. Their net worth, they had a 6k net worth advantage just a few minutes ago, but Eclipse really working together. Their draft just came online once that armor came on the Lifestealer, and ever since these Invest Bombs have been coming out, they just haven't been able to react. Like, you just don't see the rotations coming out from Aroura to save their cause.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Frozen does appear to have a few issues trying to pick people off. Like, they just keep hiding this Monkey King around, which really shouldn't be happening as a Monkey King. You have so much mobility, but Eclipse, they're really playing well this game. So I say that they'll give the double damage to EU. Again, the Invest Bomb is ready to go. The lasso is up. Darity probably going to be the target if they find him, but they will go down towards the south. YU will avoid the arrow for the moment, and it looks like that'll be it for that gank attempt. Roshan. Taken.
Radiant are scanning.
An easy shot.
Roshan has fallen to the damage.
Shining. Take the Aegis for himself, and suddenly, part of Eclipse now, they have the slight net worth advantage. The fact that they came back from a 6k deficit so early on is actually quite impressive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Why you there with YXM? They have the winter set up if they want to use.
Dire are scanning.
Shadows take us.
Benji, Darity might be in trouble. Song comes out and they've lined him up nicely as well. Aroura gonna go in there. Meteor Hammer coming in anyway, and this is really bad again for Aroura. They're gonna lose 2 more heroes across the map. YYH, some very nice timing on that song. With that, the side of Aroura again, they'll have to just back out. Try and keep getting that farm up, I guess, on Frozen. He does have the full MKB up now. But they're going to lose that T2 bot tower. YXM. Jump Aroura at the very least, though. You give me thinking about going back in. There's no lasso available, but these slows from the sticky napalm can be enough. The plane break is there, but they'll let it go. Meanwhile, behind them, there is a Monkey King. Shining. Should have seen that. Aegis, though, still available on him. He won't be too concerned. I'm going to go for a fight. Shining actually almost taking out MIU. The arrow will end up missing. Gonna get started. Phoenix will go straight into EU. More Shining. Where's he going? Going after Darity. Egg is available and no committed, and now the BKB comes out from Frozen. Nice balance strike comes out as well. Onto 3 heroes. Egg has been finished, but the song comes out. Shining, EU, and YYH needs to get the hell out of there. Darity actually ended up falling throughout all that, and now YYH will be chased down, although he will be okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Out of Eclipse. Their games are lose at the moment, although Aroura keeping the net worth quite even.
Radiant's
Going after that T2 bot tower now. Mayu wants to to get started. They're kiting the lifesteal around a bit, but he still holds that Aegis. Now you just come in. The Winter's Curse comes out, and Frozen was waiting for this. He goes straight after that Bat Rider, although the song comes in to stop everything. Shining just wants to get out of there. Now the smoke comes out. They wanted to move forward. Moonlight Shadow, though, Shining. He'll turn around. Macro Prior Ice Path as well. The egg is in the background, but they just want Frozen, and they don't get the right kick off. He's going to make a run for it. He'll actually get out with Glimmer Cave. Shining. Still moving. Darity trying to chase it. You will get it. Meanwhile, Shining still trying to have to go here. Everyone's just ignoring it throughout the team fight. Overgrowth comes out, but it gets matted off by Shining. And he goes for more on the MIU. XM meanwhile still chasing YYH.
This is coming from my master.
The fact that they couldn't find that kill into Frozen, like everybody just right-clicking the monkey. Darity now just running around a tree. Still surviving, and he has Icarus dive. Oh my. That is disastrous, really. And now they jump in. Givenchy is there. Leech Seed. Frozen thinks about it twice and just keeps following the snakes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Shining, seeing him up that tree. Has no way to cut the tree down.
Dire's middle tower.
YXM takes the mid tower.
Regeneration.
Givenchy again following Shine, just stalking this lifestealer. Somehow Aroura now have the 5k net worth lead. Like, it's just so weird how both these teams are throwing it back each other's way. You gimme, you find the lasso of the Phoenix, and now Winter's Curse again comes in. Frozen, Wukong's command is there. Meteor Hammer does absolutely nothing. Egg in the middle of all of the song comes out, but it's too late. They've already lost the lifestealer. Gimmy's still trying to make a run for it. He'll get out. The most important hero on Eclipse is already dead. He's just trying to get the rest of them. And in fact, YYH is going to run into a monkey. And monkey not going on to him. YYH, what is he doing here? Gets the snare off. Looks like he just wanted to get the ensnare off. He almost had the Aghanim Scepter available. That's why I'm sitting here going, why would you risk dying right now? Anyway, looks like just trying to delay any kind of push attempt at that top lane. Frozen, he's trying to go into that Daedalus. Already has the Demon Edge available, so this part of it is already complete. Give me. Dust comes out. He thought about going on Givenchy with that lasso, but YXM was staying there waiting around, hoping he did it. Narrowly misses. Roshan, though, still going for another minute 20. Side of Eclipse. Moving in, getting prepared for that Roshan fight. Looks like MIU just planned to sit in that Roshan and wait it out.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, Givenchy apparently finding power at the bot lane for himself. So, yeah, they've only caught up the Wyvern. Now the Phoenix jumps in afterwards. Why would... That was very concerning. He jumps in afterwards. No chance of survival for that Winter Wyvern. lane though. He's being pushed in, but
Dire are scanning.
Master.
Dong. Come out. Tiny has been caught out in this meteor hammer as well. Follow up. YSM gonna try and fight this out though. Lasso is there. He's still so tanky and he's still going, but he's got no help. Looks like he will end up losing his life regardless. TP's up to the top lane where Frozen has been caught out again. BKB's up for this, but still trouble back. He's going to actually fight pretty well. EU gets melted. Double kill coming out for Frozen, and now YMH should be the target. He is definitely dead. I thought there's no way he fights this out, but apparently he can. In fact, I just realized he has that level 25 talent now as well. That Wukong's command ring is so much bigger. I almost feel like he could have gone for the plus 100 armor in this game, just because he is up against the lifesteal. But he chooses otherwise, which is fair enough. That Wukong command talent, yeah, plus 1 ring is very useful in high ground. They actually get the Winter's Curse off on the Bat Rider. The setup is there. Now the Sun Ray coming in as well, although Frozen. He's literally frozen right now. He just wants to hit this tier 3 tower. You'll have a lap. So as well coming in. He has the BKB, but I don't know how he survives this one. The Cold Embrace keeping the line for the moment. Frozen doesn't know which way to go. Looks like he does BKB, but it's too damn late. Now the egg will come out. They can't exactly burst it down, mind you, so at the very least the egg will finish. Now the song from YYH, again lining them up perfectly, but there's no follow-up. Hero, he will only for one. They should be able to find these pickups quite easily. Eventually just trying to help out. Meteor Hammer is there as well for the overgrowth, trying to lay things. They've got no help coming in though. And I say that YXM doesn't bother with it. It's just not a smart decision. Coming up to Phoenix. Be able to find him as well. Darity up going down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Roshan now being taken by the side of Eclipse.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Grinding, immediately going into that first bomb. At Rider.
Are scanning.
Illusion.
chase down. They do commit the lasso for this Winter Wyvern. Paul shining just shreds it. Now though, considering the pick-up attempt by YH, has the song available. And conviction now that he comes in, has the Egg though. There comes the X, though the song is not great. They had the Hex off, Frozen coming in for the Wukong's command. They do manage to hack out the Givenchy, gets the overgrowth off onto two heroes, but this is very, very messy for both teams. Givenchy gonna cop a lot of damage out of this, so this is still trying to fight. Shining could be in trouble. Winter's Curse comes out. There was the buyback coming up from the 11. Now the Egg and the Meteor Hammer as well, gonna hold him in place. This could be the team fight, though the 4-star was there on Shining. Now, YXM, he'll go after you, Gimme on that Battle Rider. YH trying to make a run for it. They're still going. Boundless Strike was nowhere near anyone. Straight through the middle.
To the gills.
Frozen becoming very hard to deal with this one.
Stonefall.
Let thy healing begin.
YXM, he's all by himself right now. Like, they're trying to get these kickoffs, but with 45 minutes in the game, they will get the lasso off on him when his first comes out, but YXM's still stuck in the middle of all this. He needs some help and he needs fast, and it looks like he's going to go down regardless. Frozen is going to come in there. Just have the Wukong's command. The X comes down from the Jakiro. Now overcoat there. Vanity has the Egg available. In fact, it's not yet. It's 2 seconds. Frozen just trying to make a run for it. They're Shining because of the chase and finds him. And now they found Givenchy as well. The Egg is so damn late. He had it on cooldown this whole timeline, so it wasn't really his fault, but this could just be over. They don't have buybacks on 3 of their heroes. They will buy back on the Tiny now to try and delay this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Bot tower going down. Now the mid one on the siege as well.
Radiant's middle
They could
tower
go for a tier 3 very easily right now. If they find a kill off this time, like YXM, he dies back. I think it may just be over. I don't know how you defend without this Tiny for another 120 seconds. Shining as well. He takes those towers very quickly with the Desolator. You also have the buyback coming out from the Train Protector, trying to slow that push down. Europe top playing out a bit.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's
Mid-rat
bottom tower
was
is
up
under
falling.
attack.
Aegis ends up expiring as well, so Shine won't have that anymore.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Illusion. Shadows take us.
YXM tries to jump again, but he can't get alone like this.
Radiant's
He just
top
fall
shrine
back.
is under attack. Radiant's
Like, yeah,
top
he's
shrine
very
has
tanky, but
fallen.
even that engagement in that mid lane, it was so messy because he got caught out for no reason. Now, Song, oh no, he'll catch 3 of them. They only see the Tiny, though now they will see a one more. The macro is there. The overgrowth comes in, but the side device on the Treant, they'll burst him down. That's a dieback on that Treant. Frozen gonna try and fight this out. Their Shining is hitting so hard, but Frozen's hitting even harder. Shining will end up falling. Daddy with that egg as well. Finds the Mirana. YXM, he'll get the backlines. YYH buys back throughout all that as well. Frozen, still going for more. Aroura should just fall though. He has the Ghost Scepter, he has the use. He really lagged himself. Down the strike.
Radiant's top tower is under
Goes for
attack.
TP, he won't make it. He gets crit. That's real unfortunate. Now, Yigimi trying to make it back out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
YXM gives up on it, although Yigimi is still waiting around. Meanwhile, this Phoenix is still around this area and he's going to get picked off.
Seeing stars.
Picks up the refresher orb, but he still has no buyback available. Now Yigimi will move forward, gets the lasso onto the Tiny. With that, this Mirana hitting way too hard.
It was not luck, but skill.
He will just end up falling.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Side of Eclipse, they're not actually trying to capitalize off these kills. Like, they should know this Tiny's brought back. So the fact that Frozen's been pushing out that off lane makes it very hard for them. Can't even see this damn monkey at the moment. Gimme.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
EU will
attack.
slowly but surely take this tier 3 tower. Still
Radiant's bottom
trying to
tower has
defend this as
fallen.
best they can. Meanwhile, Frozen is taking the tier 3 top tower. Song will come out, they've caught him. This would be a massive kill if they can find it. They have to lasso, I'm sure, and they do. Frozen, BKBs wants to go for the Wukongs, but while that lasso's there, he can't do anything. He's dead. No buyback on him either. He just doesn't have the gold for it. He bought out. He went for the Eye of Skadi.
Allies disappear.
No, did he? Double damage to Mirana. That is a dangerous thing to try and go up against. This Monkey King down. They should feel pretty good to go in. Lasso does come up now as well. Still Eclipse this hesitation. They do jump in though. The lasso is there. The Phoenix, a nice pickup for them though. The Winter's Curse again coming out. Now the egg coming out as well. They're going to chain all this up. YXM is there with the Avalanche Toss combo. The egg gets off as well. The Lifestealer in trouble, but YYH saves it with the song. He has the axe. They'll get the Meteor Hammer off, and Phoenix will eventually end up falling, I'm sure, although nobody's hitting with that Cold Embrace, but now they will. Daddy will end up falling. steal the Monkey King. 10 seconds to go. They'll get the Train Protector as well. The buyback will be there from the Phoenix. They're going for that secondary racks. They can't Mega either. The Egg coming out again. He had the refresher off. Now they stop the push. Fortification was there as well, but they should just go back in straight after. Now the Mirana EU in trouble, and he's going to get tossed to death. Meanwhile, Frozen going with a 3-man Boundless Strike. He'll find one. Shining, trying to back off. Ice Path is there. Aroura will actually end up losing his life.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Don't mind if I do. Regeneration.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning into the stream, I apologize. We just basically figured out a solution. There have been some real big issues. There has been a very long game as well. In fact, there's a lasso coming out of the Frozen on this Monkey King. He's making a run for it. That BKB is there. Can he get in range for the Jingu? He really can't do much for your gimme. End up smart though. He does have a buyback available. Yeah, things have been somewhat crazy in this game. I'm not going to go as far as saying, you know, it was an epic game, so don't worry, but at the very least, hopefully you can catch the end of it. We are 56 minutes in already. And yes, I've been casting this whole time to no string. Hex will come out. YXM.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Arrows, not going to connect on anyone. So the Egg will come into the Phoenix. He jumps in by himself though. The Overgrowth may give him enough time. The Shining will find it. Now EU trying his best to get the job done. This Tiny is getting very, very low. They've got no buybacks left and they call GG. I think that's a GG call. Yeah, Frozen, he's had enough of this game. He just spams G and then ends up logging out or disconnecting anyway. So that's game one going to Eclipse. Yeah, guys, again, I'm quite sorry. We actually don't know where the problem is quite yet, but this should be the, there shouldn't be any further issues tonight for the stream. That should have been the only issue, although it did cost us one game on the stream. But we're finally here.
I remember the prison of all memories, and I'm drowning in tears. Come and help me, please. Stay with me, baby. When the light goes down. stay with me, stay with me. Baby, when the lights go down, I remember the voice that was calling my name, and I know that someday you will feel the same. Stay with me, stay with me. Baby, when the lights go down.
been so long that I haven't seen your face. I'm trying to be strong, but the strength I have is washing away. It won't be long before I get you by my side and just hold you, tease you, squeeze you, tell you what's been on my mind. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. Girl, I know mistakes were made between us two, and we sure our ass that night. Even said some things weren't true. Watch you go, and haven't seen my girl since then. Why can't it be the way it was? 'Cause you are my homie, lover, and friend. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. I can't lie, I miss you much. Watching every day that goes by, I miss you much. Till I get you back, I'm gonna try. Yes, I miss you much. 'Cause you are the apple of my eye. I miss you much. I miss you. I can't lie, I miss you much. Watching every day that goes by, I miss you much. Till I get you back, I'm gonna try. Yes, I miss you much. 'Cause you are the apple of my eye. I miss you much. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. I want you to fly with me, want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me, miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me, wish you could dine with me. One that'll grind with me, one that'll grind with me. I want you to fly with me, want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me, miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me, wish you could dine. One that'll grind with me, one that'll grind. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. I wanna make up right now, now, now. Wish we never broke up right now, now, now. We need to link up right now, now, now.
I got my first real six string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, those
Dire team pick.
Vi sitter här i väntan, spelar lite DOTA.
I hear you, man.
Dire team pick.
Vi sitter här i väntan, spelar lite DOTA.
I feel you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan, spelar lite DOTA.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to... I say welcome back, but I should really be saying welcome here.
Och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Esports Club, it is of course MLP Dota, and again, for the people that send my apologies, the reason why the stream went down before was partially because there's a storm going on outside and things have been getting flooded for the past couple of days, and then it seems to have affected the Twitch servers somehow as well, because I was streaming it for the whole of Game 1. And I was casting for 50 plus minutes to pretty much nobody. I was just casting to myself the whole time. So
10 seconds remaining.
somewhere that stream went. I don't know where it went, but now you're here. Welcome. Very least, we have a game on our hands now. This scoreboard is incorrect. Eclipse actually did pull off game number 1. It was a very close game at that. Hold on a minute. No, it is, I am correct. Yeah, so Eclipse did win the first game. So it looks like someone screwed up with the scoreboard, but nevertheless, it is currently 1-0 the way of Eclipse. We do have the draft starting. Winter Wyvern sent for Warren are being picked up for them, and Nyx Assassin Necrophos being picked up for Aroura.
I feel you, man.
The things are pretty standard. Currently sitting there, which isn't too standard, but then again Eclipse seems to like to run that. See how much they can do with it though.
Dire team
Not necessarily like a guaranteed win or anything. Third pick up now coming up.
Radiant team pick.
Good. Saw this before with Darity. He had a good game, but there was some questionable eggs, I'm not gonna lie. Now I know you guys didn't see what happened, and I'm sorry about that, but there was a lot of questionable eggs. Some of them were fantastic, some of them were just terrible.
10 seconds remaining.
Overall, the loss was more of a team effort. Like, it definitely wasn't just on the Phoenix. It felt like the coordination just wasn't there from the side of Aroura, and my goodness, Troll Warlord comes out from Eclipse. Saw this once so far in this tournament. That was yesterday, and it did end up working out quite well, believe it or not. See if I mean, it wasn't Eclipse that was playing it, so we'll see if they can replicate the same kind of performance. I think it was actually DBG that was playing it, and they ended up winning with it, but don't quote me on that. Fourth pickup now, though, for Aroura.
Radiant team pick.
Weaver, of course. How did we forget about this man? This sneaky little bug made it through. Great team fight from them as well. They've got some great setup for this chrono. Void can literally make the Phoenix and Weaver's life a living hell. That chrono once it's up.
Radiant team back.
Now, final banouts coming out.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Sky Wrath Mage.
Skyrath Mage coming out as the final. I like this a lot. The Necrophos. Generally, you want to see a Pugna coming out to try and combat that Necro, but if you go for the Skyrath, you can do that as well. Once he goes into that Ghost Shroud, yeah, he helps himself in healing, but at the same time, he amplifies any incoming magic damage. And with the Ancient Seal coming out, that silence that Skyrath has, he amplifies his own magic damage as well on top of that. Not to mention he silences you, and it's a lot. It's a lot of things coming out. So I feel like Aroura, they're quite behind in this draft right now. Like even in their laning stage, I don't feel like it's that great in comparison to Eclipse, who have the Wyvern, who have the Skyrath. I do believe there should be a support Skyrath Mage though. I don't think there's any necessity to have it in the mid lane, but Eclipse, they may run it as a 4. Then who do you put as a 4 if you do that?
Now select your heroes.
Go for the Leshrac as the final pick. This concerns me a bit for because we've seen this Leshrac over and over again being picked up, and I don't really see the reason why you go for this pick either. Like the Void, you're gonna find the Chrono, and you're gonna be an easy pick. Going to be a core Leshrac as well. That's a mid Leshrac coming out. Thing is, they are going to have the Troll Warlord in the mid lane, so fair enough, YXM, he will be able to find some decent farm. And overall, he should win out that mid lane just barely with that hero. Like the hero matchup, I'm saying the Troll should beat, or the Leshrac should beat the Troll, but I don't know. I don't agree with this last pick. I feel like Eclipse has outdrafted them. So we'll get into this game.
Prepare for battle.
Like I said, what are you up to? Old Talisman in front of the Tier 1 tower. Having a bit of fun with... Not sure if anyone on the Radeon even saw that, but there was an observable to be fair. And no, they did. EU playing the same game. Don't play this game, kids. If you're watching this, do not do this in your pub game. Because someone's going to catch you out. And then you're going to run down mid because you're mad. Knowing my luck, I'll be on your team. Don't do that.
The battle begins.
By you. Fly past top lane. He will be up against that Skyrath Mage. Gimme will be there. Generally speaking, you want to have the Void going up against this Weaver, but again, you do have the Ancient Seal if you level up early. But even then, just the Arcane Bolts are going to be very frustrating towards the Weaver. Well, bot lane actually frozen, losing a lot of HP.
Denied.
Power coming up from MIU and like shining. It's in there. Right click that until. Lane's pretty much just trading farm at the moment. Does look this mid lane, YXM is winning out. Of course, he really should be as a Leshrac, although that stun. If he connected that, he may have been able to find a pick off on Troll. Nevertheless, very hard stun to land. That's good earth. Not liking his plane at all. Like, these arcane bolts are so annoying. Concussive shot though will be dodged by that Sakuchi. YYH again will just get started. Man goes up immediately, starts throwing more out. Darity managed to play in the lane. He has plenty of regen. I mean, he can pick up YYH. The Skyrath is not very tanky, and he's going to go for this. Gucci will connect it now. They should be able to find this. YYH, he should fall. They can't get the stun in time from Yagimi. Hootstop will eventually connect, but now with those Fire Spirits, Darity actually going to die for this as well. Under the tier 1 tower, double edge comes out, but Darity, he will end up finding the pick off. Really pushing his hero to the limit. Mind you, he does have a TP available as well, but he'll deny himself to the tower. That's perfectly fine. You respawn a lot faster. Deny yourself through that tower. And with that, he'll just TP straight back into the lane with full HP, full mana, more regen for that matter. He's got 7 tangos up now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Grinding. Starting to struggle a bit in farm. Of course, Frozen doing a good job on that Necropose to make sure he keeps his boy down. Top lane. The mid lane, EU ends up falling. MIU rotates around with that haste rune. Very important pick off onto the Troll Warlord. Thing with the Troll, it doesn't catch up well. If you fall behind in the early to mid game, it's very hard to catch up. It's hero. Generally, you just become a useless carry. YYH now should end up falling, and he does. Again, this Weaver picks up another kill and find a bounty route for himself, which is even better. Mid lane EU again gonna end up falling. YXM just finds the kill solo. Like, that is not great to give away if you're the Troll Warlord. YYH is gonna try and find the return kill. Like, possibly could find it. The Ancient Seal, not quite enough. Wasn't in range for that last Arcane Bolt either, and now MIU comes in and starts the harassment with the Mana Burn. Shining. Really underfarmed in comparison to Frozen on that Necrophos, but again, it's somewhat to be expected when you've been left alone as a Void against the Necro. The Aroura now is here. They'll get started. Ghost Shroud actually available. Frozen really holding on to this, but now they didn't use the Ancient Seal straight away, but it will find the kill regardless. Aroura with the Splinter Blast will get the job done. Still, you've got to be concerned. Leshrac farming a bit too well. Necrophos following behind, and behind him is the Weaver. Top lane, again, Duddy gonna go on Yagimi. Yagimi gonna try and man fight this, has double edge, will find the kill, but he will lose his life to MIU, who rotates around. But that was a very important kill onto this Weaver. Meanwhile, YXM, where the hell is he?
Under attack.
He found EU again in the mid lane on this troll. Now he's gonna get the T1 mid tower basically for free with that Diabolic Edict. Even at level 1, it does a lot of damage to these towers if you can just stand there and let it hit. Now he's going to go after Yagimi as well. Thunder connects that Pulse Nova. Won't quite continue chasing, but he doesn't want to allow this T1 to be denied.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortify. YXM falling pretty low now. But he does have MIU there to help out. Yagimi gonna have to time this right. And he will get it. Very nice play from him. Now the double edge almost taking him out. 8 HP on this Leshrac.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
While Shining guards just following him very slowly but surely. None of them have boots, in fact. Aroura does, but he looks just as slow as the rest of them. Now Shining picks up his own boots. Still level 5 in comparison to the almost level 7 of Frozen. You haven't got the advantage of having that Chronosphere up yet. Frozen, he feels just so safe in this lane. Gonna have a Veil of Discord up very quickly. After that, he has queued up that Blink Dagger, so it looks like the side of Aroura, they do plan to get aggressive with their lineup, which, to be fair, they do somewhat definitely want to. Like, yeah, the Troll may drop off, but Void never does. That Void is always strong, and that Chrono is always great, so you've got to push the advantage while you've got it. Because this Leshrac, he'll end up dropping off as well. The Weaver, not really dropping off, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not a Void. Going in, YYH already falling low. They don't have Egg available yet, though Ancient Seal was committed on that Phoenix, and now the dive in as well. Stampede committed, Givenchy going to be chased down, Shining. Who does he decide to go on? This Phoenix is a very easy pickoff, but he doesn't make a decision, and Frozen will find YYH on the east of the map. Looks like Shining will just go straight back into that lane and continue farming. Didn't want to time walk into that Phoenix, but the Phoenix was level 5 anyway. Didn't have the egg. Now MIU, again, making sure this Void can't farm. That is Eclipse's ticket back into this game, because they are falling very, very far behind. Now they find Aroura as well for spot lane. YXM rotating around. Reaper Scythe, meanwhile, on Shining, apparently.
Radiant's bottom tower.
A 7k net worth lead for the side of Aroura. That is absolutely massive. To make matters worse, they're getting all the bounty runes across the map. It's only going to get worse.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Circlet apparently being dropped on the floor. And yeah, MIU just takes it. That's why you don't drop...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Why drop the Circlet when you have a backpack available? MIU... gonna go for the stun, letting him know he took it.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Frozen will take the tier 1 bot tower. Like, perhaps he just didn't think the Nyx Assassin would be there, but it's just... You have a backpack. I know it's just a Circlet, but for a support Skywrath, that's a big deal. And he needs that circlet. He's trying to go for a bracer right now. Stun Stampede was used though. This troll is falling very low. Cold Embrace was there to help, but YXM still finds him. Meanwhile, the egg ticking down, and Yagimi should also end up dropping. Although nice double edge comes out, they'll find the next assassin, and Aroura. He'll be the third kill to go down in this mid lane. Meanwhile, top shining. Still trying to farm. YXM can't run that way. Chrono is up and ready to go.
Is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
A lot of harassment though. So thought it was just an easy pick off for YXM. He overextends just for a Wyvern kill, and it doesn't work out. You on this troll warlord still struggling a hell of a lot in terms of farm. Just so low on that graph right now. At 3.5k net worth in 13 minutes in. But doing his best to catch up. Smoke rotation now as well top lane. They want to try and use this Chrono. MIU will scout them out. They'll commit the Chrono onto this Phoenix, and that's fair enough. You got to get what you can get. Sanity will make the chase down though. He wants a return when Aroura is a very easy one though. That time dilation coming in. Stop him in his tracks. Still a 10k net worth lead 14 minutes in. Doesn't get much better than this. Aroura though, they really can't afford to throw kills away like that. Like YXM going down in that mid lane for no reason. If you lose a team fight right now in Aroura, you're looking at giving away 3 to 4k net worth
Radiant's bottom
to the side of
tower is under
Eclipse, and
attack.
now the smoke comes out. Blink Dagger coming up on your gimme. He wants to show the surprise reveal. Not to mention in 15 seconds, you got those bounty runes available again. So look at bot lane shining. Gonna be under harassment. They're trying to make a chase into Frozen on this Necrophos. He's almost got a Radiance. He really doesn't want to die right now. They'll jump in though. Mystic Flare is there and they take him out. And that's why you have the Skywrath Mage. So easy to burst him down like that. He's just got no way out of it.
Is under attack.
With that, they get a couple bounty runes for themselves on top of the kill, and that is very nice. A little bit of influx gold going to the way of the side of Eclipse.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Two top, under siege though. Here comes Yagimi again with that loop stop, and now they want to burst YXM down. He's almost on. Gonna be burst as well. YXM, what can he do here? He stands Eclipse there, and he pulsed Novus to death. But Winter's Curse not actually going to help very much, although Darity almost kills his teammate, and now the Splinter Blast will finish the job. They'll still get the tier 2 tower. We do see YXM going down, but find 2 cores on the side of Eclipse as well. Net worth to extend the way of Aroura. Meanwhile, Frozen, he continues to farm that Radiance up. In fact, he's got it. Just pouring out that recipe now. Again, looking to harass. Not really being given much space at all. Sitting there with that same arm, but mind you, he does have 2k worth of gold just sitting in the bank account. Now Aroura ends up finding MIU, his own jungle. Radiance, of course, being up Frozen. Roshan. Look, Eclipse really wants to be able to take that Roche. They've got the Troll Warlord, and even with just the Morbid Mask, you can get the job done. But just a bit too scared. Like, they haven't got great map control right now. All the tier 1 towers as well are up for Aroura. So the thing is, if they get scouted out while going into that Roche pit, and it's quite easy to get scouted out because of the Scan and the Nyx Assassin roaming around the map, they're just gonna literally TP to this tier 1 tower right here. Walk in. They can't take a team fight against the left track in that Roshan pit. Not with the Phoenix Egg there as well. Coming up from near you. At the very least, gives them a way to get out of this, way to escape and initiate for that matter. But mostly right now, just escaping is the priority for him. YXM. Boot Stomp is there, and again, Mystic Bear comes in, and now the Chrono as well from Shining. That is a very nice one, but he doesn't want to try and chase Darity. Mind you, Darity is completely alone right now, and they have the time dilation. Stampede is there. He is still alone. They need to go on this, and now the Phoenix is here, but he can't really help him out. The egg comes out, but it's all too late. A lot of hesitation coming out from Eclipse, but this is probably the point where they may need to hesitate, because Frozen is here, but Winter's Curse comes in, and Shining, he'll get the Time Walk off. They'll get Kavenchi, and now it looks real bad for Aroura. This is what they couldn't afford to do. MIU gets a very nice impale off, but they lose Frozen by the looks of it. He gets the Ghost Shroud off, but YYH will find the kill. Now MIU is still going for more. That's all he can really do right now, is try to find some more return pickoffs, and he will go for the TP on YYH. A very nice juke out. That was over 3k worth of a gold swing, but look at that XP chain. 7k going to the way of Eclipse. That's insane. A lot of levels coming out for the side of Eclipse, and like I said, Aroura, they can't afford to give away kills like this. Like, you can't afford to get wiped like that when you're that far ahead.
A tithe to the impurities.
Nevertheless, they still have a 12k net worth lead, so it's not like things are going overly bad, but they should not be losing these team fights, honestly. YXM. Nine to 3 at the moment, but yeah, really that. Okay, it's smoke coming in the sort of
Illusion.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He gets stunned off. It's going to be a nice pick off. Reaper Sight comes in. Aroura Esports giving it right back. Void getting close to a BKB, but he's not quite there yet.
Under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now mid lane again, YXM trying to take that tier 2 tower with Darity. Looks like this will be a successful push.
Radiant's middle tower.
Be able to find it. Bot lane, however, Yagimi take it down. Stop falling. Second, now up on this Necropose. By you. Rotation. He's down YYH on that Skycraft. There are some friends around him, but they won't sacrifice their own lives for this. Barath will end up falling, and now T2 bot tower starts to go down. Aroura, they extend their net worth lead by 15k now. Again, it is really their game to lose. They've got full map control. Expect the really aggressive wards to come out. You already see them coming out of this bot lane. You've got one there. You've got one right here. For that next assassin. Try and find those pickoffs. Frozen follows up with the Reaper Sight. Roshan still up and standing.
Is under attack.
Aroura, they don't have the fastest Roshan lineup, so they haven't bothered with it yet. And on the side of Eclipse, they haven't had the chance. They're still very, very afraid that Aroura are going to catch them out. YXM.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Keep getting caught out. May get caught out himself. A lot of heroes around him right now as well. He will blink straight to the creep wave. It's going to cost him. EU though, he doesn't throw up the slow axis, but they will get the stampede. And YXM will end up falling. But man, that's playing with fire. Now, Gimme, start pushing in that tier 1 top lane. Eventually, he's going to get spotted. Icarus dive will be there though to save him. Banner runes up all across the map. While bot lane still being pushed in by the side of Aroura. Looks like Aroura, they'll smoke up immediately. I'm not sure, did that creep wave just spot them out?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Find out. A scan comes out, they will scan him, but seems like Eclipse are aware of this. They're running directly opposite, straight towards their base. So as I say that, MIU may catch one out. Time Walk is there, Darity as well coming in. Chrono is available as well as a 10-second BKB charge on the Void. Now, side of Aroura, they know they need to push. It's just a matter of how do they get up the high ground. They try to go for that smoke, but couldn't find anybody. Roshan again is still available. They could probably just take it right now.
Haste.
But a smoke comes out and it looks like they're expecting Roche to be taken, though Givenchy breaks it immediately. The Eclipse, they tried to smoke up. They thought the Roche was being taken. They do, by the way. EU walks in, realizes it's not, and starts taking it himself. Is this really the play? Like, Aroura, are they going to realize this Roshan's being taken? Like, surely they are going to realize
Dire's
this.
middle tower is under attack.
They broke the smoke. They were running towards the Roche pit, and now they're all missing. They don't actually know. Eclipse are going to steal this, and they have no idea it's being taken.
Fallen to the Radiant.
Oh, man. Oh, my. That is a massive loss. And Frozen. That is a... Like, how do you not know? The smoke was broken in the mid. Givenchy broke it straight off the bat. They should have seen the smoke breaking. Then all the heroes go missing for a solid minute. Nobody checks the Roshan pit. MIU now. Gonna find you, Gimme. So he will have a Wyvern next to him. Team is coming up with their own smoke. Gimme gonna be in a spot of bother. Gimme Kate with this. First is available. EU is also there to help try and find where's this egg. Not coming out quite yet. He's holding out to the troll. Come on. Reaper's side. It is barely enough. Frozen will take him out. Buyback immediately coming up from the Centaur, and now they're in a full-blown team fight. YYH, he's down as well. Now the Chrono, though, they'll catch two of them. They've caught the Weaver, though, that Sunray healing him up, but it's not enough. EU also gone. That's his Aegis out of the question. YXM just making a run for it. MIU as well. They just want to get out. Givenchy moves in. Frozen looking for more. There's the egg we were looking for as well. It's on this EU troll. He gets stunned up. The Glimmer Cape's not going to matter too much once YXM finds you, and he will end up falling. $17 to 25. The net worth almost 20k for Aroura. EU, no buyback available on him. Eclipse. I can't believe their base isn't getting pushed in right now, though. Like, it's still hard, but the Chrono's down. The Curse was down. Stampede, well, it's up, but...
Radiant are scanning.
Like, they're missing their Weaver, fair enough. Like I said, the longer this game goes on, the better it is for Eclipse. They've got the Void, they've got the Troll. That's the whole point. They're trying to drag out this game as long as possible for themselves. Stampede coming in, ruled that down. It will be Frozen. They'll get the stump off as well, and Frozen. That's a very nice pickup for the side of Eclipse. Shouldn't have gotten caught out that easily, but well done to Eclipse for actually checking that tree line, making sure there wasn't a Necrophos just sitting there trying to TP out.
A tithe to the impurities.
A golden thread.
Death and good are linked.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And the bot lane being pushed in.
Dire's bottom tower
You
has
starting to look stronger and stronger as time goes by. Daredevil going for the push. No, they'll get the hoops on. It was a bait. Aroura, he baited him in. They'll find the kill. No buyback available on Daredevil on this Weaver. Mind you, the top is being pushed in, but they're not pushing the creep wave.
Dire are scanning.
They're afraid of that rotation. Now they scan out. They need to push this top lane in. YXM. really afraid of a rotation, which is fair enough. Now it finally comes in. In fact, they were baiting it out. Yagimi gonna get stunned up. Now the Impale YXM goes in. Do they find a nice pick off the same way, or will they? Yagimi is actually quite tanky, but they'll finally find him. Now the curse though. They waited too long. Shining's there. Does he have the chrono? Yes, of course he does. Yep, they're gonna burst them both down. Like, the idea would have been, like, normally, you want to just push the wave, Diabolic Edict, push this tower as much as you can, and as soon as you see someone, like, TP down, you just get the hell out of there immediately. They got to be greedy and try to bait the Centaur in, but, like, right next to his T3 tower, it's a Centaur as well. He's quite tanky. It's hard to kill him. He gave enough time for the rotation. Like, it's... And all these kills. How much... He went for 20k down to 16, so that's another 4k given in the way of Aroura. Excuse me, given in the way of Eclipse, is what I was trying to say.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Eclipse is going to get 3 T1 mid tower as well.
Has fallen.
YXM is now down to 7 Bloodstone charges on this Leshrac, and again, this Leshrac is going to start becoming pretty pointless. Like, this hero... There's a reason why he's not in the meta right now. Frozen looks so tanky with that heart, the Radiant. He's got something else coming out. It will be a boots of travel, in fact. Not a, that isn't really good to go. Like, it does help with the split push, right? Because every time you see a lane being pushed in your way, you just TP down to that creep wave, push it out even further. You know, thread an Eclipse and force them back to the base every single time.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Are scanning.
I feel like there's better items they could have gone for, like even a BKB or Necropost would have been better off. This Shiva's Guard, Lotus Orb. Right, the Ice, of course, would have been a fantastic option. Of course, the boost travel was a lot cheaper, but you get my point. Aroura, the finding MIU. BKB committed though by the Void, and now YYH finds YXM. The mid lane, YXM again gets caught out. I apologize about missing the kills. I just don't expect him to be that out of position.
Double damage.
Dire are scanning.
Benchy. You gonna go for this? Does have the double damage run on this Troll Warlord. Now the stun comes in as well. And actually, they're just gonna burst this Necropost down. Frozen. The egg comes down. I don't see the point of this egg. You're better off holding onto that egg in case you need to buy back. Nevertheless, he does try and use it. The panic egg coming out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is mine.
That big mid from Yagimi.
Time is money.
It's like he just thought he may have been in danger, just wanted to get out of there safely.
Death and gold are
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
2 bot tower now going down, and the net worth suddenly only a 10k advantage of that courier will end up falling. A nice pick off. It had nothing on it though. Vanity, got to be careful not to get caught out right now. Rod of Atos will break that Lincoln's, but he'll get out with the Sakuchi. net worth has been cut in half. Like, it's still a great advantage for Aroura. It's still their game to lose, but man, they were so far ahead. They're gonna try and go for a smoke, but they're ready for this. Then they're standing on the high ground waiting. This is the obs board. The MIU will know about this. Not blink out immediately. In fact, no, they blink in. They're trying to go after EU. He has the BKB available, though. He's committed it now, and they've got YXM, and now the Chrono comes in, shining. He'll find them all. Meanwhile, Reaper Scythe onto YYH. Nick's Assassin still alive somehow. MIU just trying to make a run for it. Now YXM, he buys back and gets back into the team fight. Yagimi, though, he's so tanky. EU just trying to back out of there. Yagimi will end up falling, and EU just gonna make a run for it towards that regen rune. Gets very lucky with that. He may actually be able to go for another pick off because it'll be full HP, full mana. YXM gonna run into him as well. In fact, no, he runs the other way.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still, it's not really enough for you to feel safe going high ground if you're Aroura. They do back off. Though Dudley, he can't afford to get caught out right now. Roshan as well is available. They are going to get started. It's the right kind of choice from Aroura. The question is, can they do it fast enough? It looks like they can. Without that Centaur available, you don't have the Stampede. You can't bring your team in fast. After shining, immediately time walk TPs. In fact, it's a bit of a bait, doesn't he? He's left alone right now. And there's the silence coming in. Yagami, he found the stun as well. And now the Stampede, they know they can go forward. Winter's Curse to set up. Where's the Chrono? It's coming in slowly but surely. There it is on 3 heroes. He even locks EU in there. He doesn't care about this. He's going for YXM. YXM should end up dropping quite easily. Now the Phoenix. Where's the X? It comes out EU. He doesn't want to fight this though. Dynity moving forward. Now YXM. He respawns with that Aegis. Cold Embrace will be there, and Yagimi still trying to make a run for it. He'll get the stun off, but he's just dead. They started off so great, but it just ends up turning out terribly, and now Aroura trying to push down the mid tower. This is the best chance they have of getting it. No Chrono available, no Winter's Curse. Centaur buys back. I still think you keep going. Chrono is your biggest fear if you're on the side of Aroura. Without that available, who the hell cares? EU with Shining, they'll get YXM. They're going to lose their mid-racks at least, but they might find a trade. This Necrophos, he's getting taken down and he's gone. Dynity actually already time-lapse as well. He needs Sakuchi out of there. And it looks like he will, but Iroha's found him. Now the time dilation as well. Dynity, he gets nullified. He's going down. He actually died back for that. Now Gavenchi, he's got no way to get out either. He's gone, and I believe he has no buyback as well, and he doesn't. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not necessarily game over, right? Because they haven't got damage output to take down tier 4s and an Ancient. And there's still a tier 2 mid. You can certainly find a tier 3 tower, though. Yagami, this isn't the right time to be going to the secret shop right now. Although Shining will come over. Like, this isn't the time to fight. You just push as fast as you can if you're on the side of Eclipse. That's what they'll do. Tier 3 should be able to be taken in this time frame. In fact, they may take more. That Chrono is now available. You know the Weaver can't buy back. He did end up dying back throughout all that. Phoenix, 15 seconds to go, but he might be forced to buy back. Oh, and in fact, they have some damage. Tier 3 goes down, and they'll find the follow-up racks. And suddenly this game becomes even. Look at that net worth from 20k now down to 4, and it's just going to get worse in a minute with the net worth crap updates. EU trying to make the chase shining. Meanwhile, EU actually finds the Phoenix. The nullifier was there, shining with the time block as well. Can they burst it? He eggs up. Now the Winter's Curse comes in. They'll just burst down the X. YXM should be the next target. There's the Chrono coming out with that Mystic Flare. YXM, the Reaper Sight. It will stop everything from this void. He didn't quite catch Frozen in that Chrono. Still, the game is so much more even now, 42 minutes in.
Regeneration. Double damage.
MIU.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
Trying
attack.
to scout out. 1 Rax for 1 Rax. There's still a tier 2 top tower that they have to take down on the side of Eclipse.
Radiant's
Unless they're planning to
bottom
just go
shrine
for tier
has
4s.
fallen.
Again, Duddy, he's in this aggressive position. If he gets caught out right now, he's getting, oh my. And they found him. He has no buyback. For another 3.5 minutes now. It doesn't look like the push is coming anyway. Thing is, the whole map is pushed out. Every lane is pushed out, so he's got no lane to farm in. Jungle is also being farmed by the Leshrac. So he's getting aggressive to try and find that farm, but you haven't got many, you've got no wards in this jungle. That's a Radeon observer ward. You've got no vision. You Sakuchi into the next creep camp, then you end up dying. Now your team has to go 4v4 instead of a 4v5. Buyback is available in this void, by the way, as well, in case they want to go in with this buyback.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
YXM actually manages to find the courier again. Did just have observer wards. Aroura, first available. They're going to see him now, but he will Arctic Burn and blink out of there. Phoenix chasing for this. They won't find it. Although they do find EU, the Troll Warlord, he will be KB up. TP is available. He could just go for this right now. He'll hold out. Maybe he'll find that courier. There's only wards anyway. You hold on to that TP. Bot lane frozen. Get the TP out. What a risk in this game right now. Look at that net worth. 20k going all the way back down, almost to that even mark. Now we're at a 3k. 3k advantage is absolutely nothing when we're talking 45 minutes in. Shining, trying to get that MKB up next.
Has fallen.
EU, he's caught up so much. Still have YXM, but again, this Leshrac, he really doesn't do so much anymore. Just so poor late game as a hero. Gets caught out every time with that Chrono. Now Duddy going in, but they've caught him out again. MIU, he ends up getting caught out and dying, but I don't understand why Duddy follows. Okay, how long on his buyback? He's got a minute. They've got 1 minute to try and make a push happen. The Nyx Assassin still got quite a while. So he's not buying back anytime soon. Trying to find a pick off that bot lane. He's pretty exposed, so they can go for that one, but the top one not really available because of that tier 2. side of Eclipse. They have to make a decision right now. They are going to go towards that bot lane, though. Yagimi, he is looking for a target to pick off. Mind you, he has the Egg and Scepter now, so he can run over terrain, as well as the rest of his team can as well. Wipes.
Impure elements.
Spends the buyback. Now the Chrono comes out onto the Necropose. The Egg is there, but this Necro should just be dead. They're shining. He backs off out of it. Why? YXM moving forward, they get the Hex up onto this Phoenix. I guess this is why they came back for the punishment, but they're going to end up falling themselves. It's a 5 versus 2 situation. This is that... Well, mind you, the Weaver is about to come out, but there is no way you back off Pure Eclipse.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Maybe scary though. They get the Necropose again with that side device. So nice info comes out from MIU. He really saved the day with this one. And Frozen manages to survive. Shining, trying to get the hell out of there. He's going to go down as well. 4 heroes drop for Eclipse. I don't understand how this is happening. These fights are just very, like, the decisions being made, the positioning. Regardless, 4 heroes down now. Buybacks available on all of them.
Invisibility!
Regeneration!
Frozen actually didn't have a buyback throughout that last team fight either. Like in that Chrono, if you just took him out while you had him in the Chrono, rather than backing off because of that Egg, I feel like that team fight would have gone a lot differently. Now though, range racks being taken by DOTA, again the buybacks are available, they're just trying to force them out. Oh no, the side device again coming in play.
No crowd shall cheer you.
That Icarus dive. That is the main of his distance, and now the Winter's Curse comes out. Aroura, he's finding so many attempts at these heroes. Not quite there yet. Now they're being in Y1H, and really they just get nothing out of it. They got to range racks. That was all. Roshan is going to be up and ready to go again. That is the 3rd Roshan of the game, so you do have that refresher shard available. Does look like Frozen again going to stick at that bot lane, try to push it down, but Aroura, they really can't afford to let this Roshan fall like this, being given the way of Eclipse free.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
B now. Up on this Void.
It's
going to start hitting a lot harder with that. Shining. Chrono available again. At this point, I'm just surprised he hasn't gone for an Aghanim Scepter. Like, it almost feels like you may as well. You're engaging in team fights and you're so close. You may as well have that Chrono available every single time. The Shining. The power ends up missing. Time dilation doesn't connect, but he wants to go for this. Necropose a much heavier target to go for. They get the side device, no Chrono necessary. Now MIU will manage to back out. Now the DOTA Weaver. Shining, can he get there? Yes, he can. Chrono, he missed it. Cancelled it mid-animation the first time. Oh no. Mind you, he does use the refresher shot and heals it up. They're probably not expecting this on the side of the Dire. Now the Egg comes out. They'll burst that down. YXM trying to help it. The Chrono comes in, and now YXM's gone as well. No buyback available on him. Darity actually gets caught out again by this side device. Yagimi trying to get the hoof stomp off, but doesn't make it in time.
Radiant's
pushing
bottom
in once
tower
again.
is under attack.
To this mid lane. You've got to control Warlord, you've got to avoid. I think you go straight to T4s if you're on the side of Eclipse. Don't risk this anymore. He's trying to delay this as much as he can, but it looks like Shiny's going to start. Meanwhile, EU finds MIU. Now the A just ends up dropping.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Shiny doing the right thing. Just taking the damn tier 4s. He says, screw this game. I've had enough.
Dire's ancient.
Battle trance not available, but this should be over. Darity can't really defend by himself anymore. And they call GG well played.
Dire's top tower. Radiant.
That is an upset. Aroura had a 20k net worth lead, but they just couldn't finish out the game against Eclipse. And I mean, Eclipse made their own mistakes, but Aroura one by one just running in. Like the weave got caught out 20 times as well.